You said a moment ago that you thought you were in general agreement with Senator Humphrey on most issues, that you were
Well,
both
I think
from the same party.
on these matters which you just discussed, I do think so.
Well, then, what will this Wisconsin primary decide? Is this a personality contest?
Well, personality isn't quite the word I would use, Ms. Novin. If you mean by personality which candidate has the most attractive manner or smile, what we're talking about is the presidency of the United States, which has great responsibility. He names all members of the courts. He names all members of the regulatory agencies. He can veto acts of Congress. He can negotiate with Mr. Khrushchev. And I would say that judgment, competence, sense of responsibility, emotional balance and stability, all of these things go into picking a president. We're not picking a congressman or a senator. And these are the matters about which, because there'll be many new problems which Senator Humphrey and I haven't even discussed because they've not even appeared on the horizon that the next president must address himself to. So I would say the key is really these qualities in picking a president.
In other words, this primary election will really not be decided on the basis of issues.
Well, Mr. Nowens, I don't know of a more important issue than the one we've been talking about. They will not, it is not when you choose members from the same party who are generally in the same political stream. For example, on nuclear test ban, on defense, on the underdeveloped world and so on. Senator Humphrey and I agree. There's nothing particularly remarkable about that. We're both members of the Democratic Party. We're both liberals. What I think is at issue is the most important point, which is the ability of a man to hold the most important office in the free world, what his judgment is. All these questions, I think that's the big question that we have to decide in picking a president.
Senator Humphrey has said, though, in connection with the business of not speaking on the issues or not debating him or not talking about the record, that Wisconsin voters, I quote him, won't be satisfied with being bit players in a Hollywood spectacular. What do you say to the charge that you constantly hear that the receptions in Sinatra and Hollywood is not the answer to the way you campaign?
Well, I hope I agree with you.